Hi everyone, I'm the SolidWorksNerd, and in this video we'll go over SolidWorks World 2019, some of the things that I did, and some of the highlights. So Saturday was the first day I arrived at Dallas, and this was about midnight. Didn't have that much time to rest because Saturday morning I actually had a chance to do some alpha testing with the SolidWorks team. Now, I can't go into specifics about exactly what I did because I'm under NDA, but it was a very fun experience and there's a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. You can actually sign up for alpha testing if you want. You do this on the SolidWorks website and you just kind of specify what packages you use and they'll get in touch with you if they're planning a new product for that specific area. If you don't want to wait all the way till SolidWorks World, I have some good news for you, and that is alpha testing is actually coming to resellers. So SolidWorks Corporation will actually be working with SolidWorks resellers to utilize their training room to run alpha testing sessions. So if you're interested in that, reach out to your local reseller for more information. So after product testing, I went to the CAD Monkey Dinner. So the CAD Monkey Dinner isn't exactly part of SolidWorks World, it's community run. And you have to sign up for it beforehand, but let me tell you, it's a great way to network, especially if it's your first time at one of these things. You know, everyone there is just so friendly and they just want to talk to you. It's pretty awesome. And it's actually where I got this ribbon from. And yeah, other than that, I almost blew out my voice trying to sing Frank Sinatra, so that was a good time. And now we move on to Sunday. Now, nothing really interesting happened this day. It was mostly work-related things for me. But I did go to a feedback session about SolidWorks training manuals. And one of the things that I brought up there was the absence of a SolidWorks animation instructor-led session. There is an e-course for it, but I learned better with live instructor-led training. When I brought this up, they informed me that there was not a lot of interest in it, and that's why they don't have a manual. Which is interesting to me because a lot of people that I talked to has expressed interest in this. So I decided to put my money where my mouth is. So if you're watching this video and you want to see instructor-led animations training at your reseller, put a comment down below. I'm hoping people will air their voices just so we can see if people actually want to take this class. You know, it could be that I'm wrong and no one actually wants to take it except for me because I'm a nerd. That's fine. But I just thought I'd run this little experiment. So later that day, I checked out the partner Pavilion. And it had a really strong showing there. You know, they had this gaming lounge that had a couple of arcade cabinets, a couple of rail shooters, Nintendo Switch there. So you can immediately settle in and smash with the people you network with, which is pretty awesome. And of course, all the partners that were there, you know, all the products, you know, very strong showing, very strong selection of things there. And spoilers, I actually bought a 3D printer over there. So I won't tell you which one it is quite yet, but I will be doing an unboxing video when it shows up, so stay tuned for that. Additionally, I also tried out Model Mania. It didn't go so well for me this year. I definitely had the speed, I had the rhythm going, though I made a tiny mistake on the first part that I caught while doing the second part, so at that point I knew I was disqualified. I just finished it for fun anyway and came out with a time of 12 minutes. So I definitely have the speed it takes to maybe win one of these in the future. I just gotta keep those mistakes out of there. So, you know, wish me luck next time. Monday was really exciting for me, and that's because I became a first-time presenter. If you saw me on Monday morning, I presented a presentation called The Certification Game. As you could probably expect, it is about SolidWorks certifications, a topic that I'm very passionate about and have made multiple videos about in the past on this very channel. So if you did see it, you could tell it was pretty weird because I didn't use a PowerPoint or even a Prezi like most other presenters. I actually programmed a full playable game that the point of the adventure game was to learn about SolidWorks certifications and then beat the CSWP at the very end. It was really fun, although it was pretty nerve-wracking because I was waiting for some game-breaking bug to make me completely stuck and derail my presentation, but thankfully that didn't happen. So I think a lot of people took out of it, and I even met a couple of viewers. Hi Matt. So if you didn't get a chance to see my presentation while you were at SolidWorks World, or even you couldn't go to SolidWorks World in the first place, that is totally fine. I'm actually going to be posting the full presentation here on YouTube on this very channel. Now, I set up a live recording and the audio didn't turn out so great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for the screen cap footage that the audio-visual team over at SolidWorks World took. They actually posted to the SolidWorks World website a couple weeks after it airs. And so I'll be waiting for that. I'll edit the two feeds together and hopefully get something that's pretty watchable. So, thanks for your patience on that. On Tuesday, one of the very first things I did was see the presentation led by Diane York. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's one of the biggest players in the SolidWorks community. She connects a lot of people together. She gives great opportunities to others. And, I was just very curious about the presentation she had cooked up. It was the first time she presented this particular presentation. I mean, she's presented before, of course, but this is the first time that this particular presentation saw the light of day, so I just had to see it. So you as a user, what can you do when SolidWorks goes haywire to either fix it or make it easier for your reseller to fix it? Providing all this kinds of information, trying safe modes, screen captures, stuff like that. It overall is a great presentation, and she absolutely nailed it. Yeah, and like I mentioned, the screen cap footage will be available on the SolidWorks World website, so if you missed it, you'll be able to catch it there in a couple weeks. So after that, I went to the certification roundtable, where I learned that there's actually a couple new certifications coming down the pipeline. So the first cert they told us about was the 3D Experience Platform Explorer. So this certification is what results when you do a little bit of online training, and then you take a test afterwards about a couple of questions about that. And it's actually a great way if you want to get more in tune with some of the 3D experience offerings and don't really know where to start. That's a good place to start. So the second cert that I learned about was the SolidWorks Certified CAM Professional cert. So if you're a SolidWorks customer on subscription, then you get SolidWorks CAM Standard for free. And that's what this certification tests. So even though it's called CAM Professional, it's testing your aptitude in CAM Standard. I know it's a little confusing, but when they refer to a cert being professional, that means that there is specific hands-on tasks to do in order to pass it. So it's a little bit confusing, but we're excited to have this cert on board anyway. And the thing that I'm most excited about is that there is a new expert level certification. So yeah, that's right. The SolidWorks Mechanical Design Expert was brought about in the early 2010s. And now we're getting the very second certification to join it. So it's Simulation Expert. So there's not a lot of details given about it right now, and it's not even available as of right now. But the idea is it's going to be similar to Expert, where it will require Sim Professional as a prerequisite, as well as some specific topics as a prerequisite as well. So I'm pretty excited to take a crack at that when that comes out. And speaking of that, the 3D Experience Platform Explorer and the CAM Professional cert are available today. The Simulation Expert will be available in Q2 of 2019. So look forward to that. And after that was the special event at Gillies Dallas. And there was a mind-blowing amount of things to do there. It felt like when I walked into every room, I would discover 3 more games there that I swear weren't there before, but apparently were. So it was pretty cool, although I spent most of the time just talking to people. I like networking and, chatting with some of the viewers and things like that. So it was a good time. So of course the last day was Wednesday, and the thing that I did that morning was I saw a presentation called Building the Future of STEM for Under $50. This was presented by Danielle Boyer and one of her students, Dakshish. And if you don't know Danielle, she's done a lot of stuff for her community over in Troy, Michigan. Most notably, she's designed EKGAR called Every Kid Gets a Robot. It's a robotics kit that is designed to be put together as cheaply as possible. Right now, she has it at under $20. And you send this out to kids who otherwise can't afford it so that they can experience robotics. It really is an awesome cause. And among that, she's also founded the STEAM Connection, which is designed to bring awareness to STEAM. So she's a pretty awesome person. If you see her, be sure to shake her hand and, give her a small donation or something. So after that, I just kind of hung out with friends until the Professional Solutions Awards dinner. And you may be wondering what this crystal that's been sitting next to me is all about. So this is the Elite Applications Engineer Award from SolidWorks. Only application engineers that work for a SolidWorks reseller like myself are eligible. It is earned by taking a whole bunch of SolidWorks certifications, first of all. So I have currently about 30, and that includes mostly reseller-facing certifications, but also you need to be active in the SolidWorks community. And I've been traveling all around the Northeast giving presentations about SOLIDWORKS, certification, tips and tricks at universities and SOLIDWORKS user groups. So this award has taken hundreds, if not thousands of hours of my time to work towards, which is, part of the reason that my channel's been quiet in recent times. But still, I think has been totally necessary to meet my mission. And that mission is to provide readily available engineering and SOLIDWORKS education to those who need it. This crystal is the manifestation of dedication and love for the SOLIDWORKS community over the years, and I cannot wait to serve this community for many years more. So that's it from the SolidWorks Nerd. I'll see you next year in Nashville for World 2020.